Man, oh man, I am telling y'all, it has been absolutely insane these past few months for the sport of boxing. My two least favorite fighters got absolutely destroyed in their last fights, and ever since then it's been crickets. Well, at least I feel that way. There's only one fight I'm really looking forward to now, because it's the only one that's been confirmed so far. That fight being Crawford versus Madrimov. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I've gotten a few predictions wrong so far this year. But I'm gonna go off on a limb and say that I think Crawford is gonna stop Madrimov. But y'all done already read the title? Y'all didn't come here for Terrence Crawford. Y'all came here because I'm talking about Gervonta Davis versus Shakur Stevenson. One of, if not the most lucrative fight in boxing today. But the main thing I wanted to focus on is this fight really what people are hyping it up to be? Are we really supposed to believe that Gervonta is going to be looking for one punch all night? Are we supposed to believe that Shakur is going to completely outbox Gervonta? Let's talk about it. Now, before we really get into this video, I just want to make one thing clear. I like both of these dudes. I want to see both of them succeed in their careers. I'm obviously biased towards one of them, but that's just me being real with myself. I just prefer watching Gervonta Davis box. Now, with that out of the way, let's discuss the fight in of itself. So, this is a potential matchup that could happen this year, depending on what Shakur does. I can't place the blame on Tank because the ball is in Shakur's court. Shakur is the one who's the free agent now, and in my opinion, I think he's in the best position in boxing right now because he has a real good chance to get a big fight with one of the biggest money makers in the game. Let's just hope that Shakur doesn't fumble because he very easily could fumble. Now, outside of that, let's really talk about the boxing aspect of this fight. I truly cannot for the life of me see why people think this is like a 50-50 fight. I can't see it whatsoever. Shakur has less in his bag than Gervonta, that's just a fact. You guys can say I'm downplaying Shakur all you want to, but every single time I hear somebody talk about this man, all they say is that, oh, he's got great defense, he never gets hit. If that is the only thing that he has, then I'm not confident in him beating Gervonta. Beating Gervonta ain't like the Krabby Patty secret formula or something like that, but what Shakur brings to the table to me, that's just not enough. In my honest opinion, I think that Shakur is going to need more than just his great defense to beat Gervonta, because if he's just being defensive minded all night, he could very easily get outboxed. Don't let them knockouts fool you guys. Gervonta Davis can definitely box. I'm telling y'all, the only reason why people still believe that Gervonta is just some big dumb knockout artist is because they don't actually watch the man fight. Anybody who's actually been in a boxing ring before knows that there is a method to Gervonta's madness. Even though it's not really madness, it's just flat out boxing. Gervonta is not just gonna sit there and throw a ton of punches at you so he can tire himself out. He's going to let you get off on him so he can measure your power and see if he really needs to turn it up so he can knock you out, or be cautious so he doesn't get knocked out. That's why in some of his fights, you'll see him take some to give some. And something I think a lot of people don't understand too is that sometimes you're going to be put in that situation where you have to do that because you might not win the fight if you don't do it. So that is yet another thing that I think Gervonta has over Shakur. He's got killer instinct. And as y'all can see, I'm focusing more on Gervonta and what he can do in his skill set, because I feel like that's what people are ignoring when it comes to this matchup. Gervonta is very versatile. He has a whole bunch of tools that we have not seen him use in the ring. I'm of the belief that we have yet to see the best of Gervonta inside of that square circle. And I'm hoping that one of these top dudes can bring it out of him. And who knows, Shakur might just be that guy. But it's like I said before, in my opinion, I think the only thing that Shakur has going for him in that matchup is his defense. I could be underestimating him totally, but I just don't see how he can beat Gervonta, bro. And I truly do believe this is an overhyped mismatch to epic proportions. Like when this fight happens and they're both standing in the center of that ring and that bell rings, bro, I really do not think that Shakur is gonna be able to handle what's coming at him. Say what y'all want to. If this fight goes 12 rounds and Shakur fights anything like he did against Edwin De Los Santos, they're not gonna give him that fight because he was able to stay on his bike all night. And low-key, the more I think about it, this fight might end up playing out like how Canelo versus Jermell Charlo played out. Shakur might only be there for the paycheck once he feels that power. And who knows? Maybe Shakur doesn't like facing power punchers because he's not confident in his chin. Maybe the man got a glass jaw. We'll never know. At least not until they step into the ring. Hopefully we can get past this negotiating nonsense so we can just get the fight this year. Because I'm really trying to see how Shakur fans are gonna get down when they see their boy stretched out on that canvas with Gervonta standing over him. That's what I'm trying to see. But that's about it for me. I just wanted to get my thoughts out there just in case this fight ever does happen. And if you ask me, I think I provided a somewhat different perspective on the fight because let's be honest, most people are just talking about Shakur is gonna outbox Gervonta, which I don't see how that's possible. But anyway, that's all for me. Hope you all have a blessed day, and until next time.